Short answer questions from Araby by James Joyce. What initially attracts the boy to Mangan's sister? Her beauty, her presence, the way she moves and talks. How does the boy describe his feelings for Mangan's sister? He feels his body like a harp, with her words as fingers on strings. He daydreams about her often and feels nervous around her. Why is the bazaar called Araby? Because it evokes fantasy. It represents an oriental market full of wonder and mystery. The name contrasts with the dull everyday Dublin setting. How does the boy's view of the bazaar contrast with his reality? He imagines it as magical and exciting, but the actual bazaar is dull, ordinary, and closing. What obstacles delay the boy from going to Araby? His uncle comes. The boy must wait for permission and money. His aunt hosts a visitor. How does the boy's uncle affect his plans? The uncle returns late, drunk, and forgetful. He delays giving the boy money for the bazaar. What role does the setting of Dublin play in the story? Dublin is dark, dull, and full of ordinary life. It contrasts with the boy's romantic fantasies. How does the boy's perception of Araby change throughout the story? He first sees it as a place of wonder and hope. He becomes obsessed with buying a gift there for the girl. When he arrives, he finds it closing and unimpressive. He realizes the bazaar and his dreams are illusions. What role does religion or the convent retreat play in this story? The girl must attend a convent retreat during Araby. It symbolizes religious discipline and restriction. The convent represents the limits on the girl's freedom. It contrasts the boy's romantic imagination with reality. How does Joyce use sensory details to enhance the mood? He describes sights, sounds, and smells vividly. Darkness and shadows create a gloomy atmosphere. What does the boy realize about himself at the end? He recognizes the gap between desire and real life. He feels embarrassment and he becomes more aware of the reality of life. How does this story explore themes of idealism versus reality? The story contrasts hopeful dreams with adult indifference. The boy's epiphany represents a loss of innocence. What is the significance of the boy's feelings of vanity? His vanity shows desire to be admired and loved. It drives his wish to impress the girl. How does the imagery of light and darkness function in this story? Light symbolizes hope, darkness symbolizes ignorance and disappointment. What is this story's message about coming of age or adolescence? The story shows the transition from innocence to awareness. Adolescence brings confusion, longing,